What's going on, guys? So it's been quite a long time since I've been in the shop here. Just got done with our Vegas rally about a month ago and had a good time out there, and working on some video and everything for that. I know you guys haven't seen a lot of stuff on that, but we'll get that out pretty soon. Doing some cool stuff with it, and I'm pretty excited about it. So right now I'm back in the shop here and just trying to get things set up. So I haven't really shown off the entire fleet. This is I thought it'd be a chance to kind of show things off a little bit, see what we all got working on in here. So here's my red FL350. This is the one that you see all the videos and stuff in. It's pretty much all dialed in to go. We're gonna do a little bit of a modification with it. I'm gonna add in a cylinder head temp gauge onto it. You'll probably see that in the next clip, or maybe this clip. We'll see how it works out. But anyways, this one is what I took to Vegas. Had a great time with it and everything, so it's good to go. We're gonna keep riding that until she breaks and then fix it. So the next clip is, or the next ride here, is a machine that you probably have not seen at all. This is a project buggy. It's been sitting in my cargo trailer for a long time. I got this off of somebody locally for about 250 bucks. This is a pretty much all stock FL250. It does have an electric starter, which is really cool. I believe the person that I bought this from, they ran around for a few years on their property, and then they parked it. Unfortunately, they parked it outside, put a tarp on it. That's whole typical story and everything. So this is going to be a restoration project. I'm not really sure exactly when I'll get to this, just because I don't really have a need to ride it or anything like that. So it might be later this year, sometime next year, but eventually we're going to get into it. I got the motor and everything already rebuilt for it, so really it's just going to be a deep cleaning, possibly repainting. I don't really know. We'll go from there. I do actually have fenders for it, so if you look up in the garage, way up there, yeah, you see some yellow. Those fenders are all kind of blown apart and cracked and everything, so we're going to end up just getting new fenders for it. So the next one, and this is the one we're going to work on today. This is my original FL250 when I was a kid. I bought this when I was 14 years old. I had it for many, many years, ran it on my parents' property. Eventually, around I was like 25, 26 years old, different time in life, I ended up selling it to somebody in Sacramento and kind of lost track of it. And but 5 years later, going through some old emails, I found the contact of who I sold it to, and I just said, hey, why not? So I sent the guy an email and said, hey, you know, if you still have that FL250 I sold you, if you want to sell it back to me, I'd be happy to buy it. So I sold it to him for $400. It was kind of a basket case, a lot of issues going on with it, and he sold it back to me for 450 bucks about 5 years later, and he done a complete restoration on it. So the way I look at it, I basically paid him 50 bucks. He stored it for 5 years, and it did a complete restoration. So it's a great machine, runs strong. I did have to rebuild the motor a little while ago, which is a fun little project, kind of my first rebuild in the FL250 motors. So good learning experience. My daughter now rides this one exclusively, and this is why we're going to start working on it, because we're taking this one to Pismo. My daughter and I are going to go to Pismo. Unfortunately, this might be our last Pismo trip. Not really sure because of the lawsuits. California Coastal Commission's trying to shut it down, which is really unfortunate. It's a long story. There are some groups that are suing to try and stop that. We hope they're successful and everything, but right now I'm kind of planning this being possibly my last Pismo trip based off my current calendar. So anyways, what we're gonna do to this, excuse me, what we're gonna do this in this clip is we're going to add in a cylinder head temperature gauge. So technically this machine runs pretty good. We've ran it at Pismo. I'm sure it's running warmer than we'd like it to, but we haven't had any issues. But I think I'd like to add in a cylinder head temp gauge just to make sure that everything is good to go with that. Now, whether my daughter actually looks at the gauge and does anything, who knows? I'll try and show her what she needs to keep an eye on, but we'll see what happens. All right, so there you got it. There's the current three machines that are in the barn, and now I do actually have a fourth machine. I've not really talked about it yet. I did pick it up on my trip to Las Vegas. It was kind of part of the whole things. So we're going to be talking more about it later. It's actually stored at Derek's currently. He's been generous enough to let me store it there temporarily, mostly because the wife wouldn't be happy if I brought home another machine to pack into the garage here. So you'll see more of that in the future. We have some really cool ideas on what we want to do with it and everything. They're big plans if they come to fruition, but there's a lot of logistics involved. So I might throw up maybe a picture or something like that so you can just see it. It's an FL350. It's pretty rough. It needs a lot of TLC, but by the time we're done with it, it's going to be a pretty sweet machine. It'll finally give me another ride that I can loan to someone if they want to come and do a ride or something together with. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of the shop here. In the stable, you got to see all the machines and everything. I got work that I'm supposed to be doing on this. That's going to be the following clip here that'll either come out either next week or I don't know, within a couple of days because of where I'm at. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And with that, take care, guys, and we'll see you guys in the next clip. Have fun.